already done that. Did I miss something? Employees only. I can't open that. Phone.
Thank you, dear. I'll get started on it right away. Just come by with the check whenever you're free.
Look at all the numbers on the phone.
Holy shit.
Yeah, look at all the numbers and letters on the phone. There goes the orchid. Oh my. Everything's crumbling. Oh my. Yeah, all the numbers are all jumbled. This is a really interesting depiction of what it's like.
It's not just that she forgot what she was doing. She's afraid she's forgetting everything. But how can I help her?
Yeah, this is a really cool sequence. And so relatable, too. For people who have loved ones with that condition, which is so super common.
Forget what you were working on?
You could say I'm having a bit of a senior moment.
Well, maybe I can help. Seems like you have a lot going on today. I could help you retrace your steps.
Oh, I don't want to keep you.
No, I've got plenty of time. The plot's gonna wait. The plot will always wait for me.
Hey, I want to help.
Oh. Oh, poor Eleanor.
Okay, what would Eleanor have done first?
There's flowers. Wow. Restigal. See how they call the register the Restritegel? That's really cool touch. Restrigal. And this is Lily's. Is silly. All the letters are jumbled. This is really, really cool. Really sign. She probably would have opened this, like, had the sign first. That's probably the first thing. She flipped the sign over. Sorry, we are like El Kotze. Oh
You
my
must have flipped
gosh.
the sign to open.
I always flip it first thing when I come in. And then I open my mail.
Okay. Your mail.
Something must have distracted me.
Okay. I mean, I came in.
Better. We can do this.
Then you open your mail. And then something distracted her. Lily's. I'm not really sure if she would have gone to the cash register. Phone. The phone distracted her, maybe. Riley. So the phone would have distracted her, I think.
Could a phone call have distracted you?
Yes. I got a call first thing in the morning. But I can't think who it was.
I think it was Riley, wasn't it?
Maybe we can find something to remind you.
Maybe it was Riley.
Could it have been Riley who called?
I think that's right. She called to tell me about a new order.
Lily's.
What was the order for?
And if you notice the photo with Riley, it doesn't have it now, but it was blurred. Riley's face, when I looked at the portrait, was blurred
Riley came into order.
because she was forgetting. She was forgetting who called her, and that represents. This is really well executed. I'm super, super impressed. Fourth, lilies.
Rush order. This must be what Riley came in for.
Paid with a check.
I think that order might have been for these lilies.
Of course. Riley helped me pick them out before she left.
Now we just have to figure out who ordered them.
Probably Mac, maybe. So the register might have that record. Last.
The check for the lilies would be in here, right? That could tell us who bought them.
Should.
Mr. Jedediah Lucan. Huh.
Oh. Paid to the order of leaf flowers, $89 Pettingill Bank, Idaho Springs, memo arrangement and standing basket, Jed Lucan.
Looks like the lilies are for Jed.
That's right. Riley dropped off an order for Jed.
There we go. And everything is less hazy now.
I knew you'd figure it out.
Good job.
I couldn't have done it without you. Seriously, Alex. You're a godsend.
I'm a helper. That's why I love this power.
Jed must be hosting some event. I wonder why he wants lilies, though. They're traditionally for funerals.
It's probably for Gabe.
God.
She doesn't
She
remember.
doesn't remember.
I should tell her. No, I don't want to spare her the pain. Tell her, I feel like you should tell her the truth about these things. The problem is she might forget again later. So you might say, well, what's the point if she might end up forgetting? Why give her this pain if she's going to forget it again later? But I feel like it's important. If I were her, I would want to be treated as normally as possible. I wouldn't want people to like try to protect me or spare me from pain, because pain is a part of life. And, you know, I think that's the bottom line. I would want to be treated as normal as possibly can. And reminding me about something like this, something that's so life-changing to the entire village, it's important to be a part of that in some form, even if I end up forgetting it later. So I'm going to tell her.
They were for Gabe's wake.
Gabe's wake? Gabe's wake.
Oh.
I missed it.
It's okay. That's okay. I'm sure he'll understand. It's okay. I'm sure everybody else understands.
Alex. I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's
What? No, you have nothing to be sorry about.
Excuse me.
You have nothing to be sorry about. Poor thing.
okay. That sucked.
Yeah,
But
it did.
at least I told her the truth.
But it's part of life, you know? Life isn't always about what did we learn from Inside Out, you know? You need to it's great to be happy, but you can't be happy all the time, because it's not healthy to always be happy all the time. Sadness is important too.
I've definitely lived in uglier places. Okay. Riley is officially a badass. She's really hurting, but I didn't want to lie to her.
Yeah, I didn't want to lie to her. There was no, I don't think it makes sense to just lie to her.
I hope it's good news.
Eleanor Lee, and from report information from the Purple Mountain Hospital. I don't know, it might be her diagnosis. But you know, the sooner that you're able to admit it to your family, I feel like the easier it is for everyone. The best it is for everyone. The longer you hide it, like, it's just...
To help fill the gaping void inside, we offer you our condolences in the form of this mass-produced card.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't help. It's a lose-lose situation, is my belief, if you hide things like this from your loved ones. Because they're gonna find out eventually. If they're gonna find out anyway, it's in your best interest, it's in everyone's best interest to come clean about it.
Eleanor said Mac is nearby. I don't see him here. Maybe at the bridge?
Anyone have any good advice for taming stray cats? Found this cutie in my trash can, but he's a crazy pants. Wow, that's... Oh, so that's a big cat. He's a chunker. Jasmine, that's not a stray. That's a mountain lion cub. I was going to say, that's not a cat. That's a mountain lion. Be very careful. They can be very aggressive when they're threatened. Try leaving a door open. It may leave on its own. And if he's under my bed, broom. I'm calling animal control. Yeah, I would too. You don't mess with that. I wonder what Steph's working on. It looks cool. I could DM her to find out more and see how I'll help. Storm Rither, the undead. This doesn't happen to have anything to do with your last post, does it? Shoot, if only there were some way to find out. Alright, fine, I'll bite. Whatever it is, looks like it's going to be shocking. You hush. It's going to be shocking. Haven Springs Realty. We couldn't be more excited to announce that a new face will be joining the community soon. Everyone, welcome Jack Stevens, who will be taking over the restaurant next to the park. Oh, is that the diner? Is that the diner guy? Hey everyone, excited to serve you all soon. Welcome to Haven. Happy to have you. Swing over anytime if you need anything. It's a trap. Joke. By the bridge. By the bridge. Eleanor. Alex, I'm so sorry about before. I really did appreciate your help. It's just hit me hard. Don't apologize. It's been hard for all of us. Yeah. It's been hard for all of us. Search for Mac, search for Mac, search for Mac, search for Mac.
Time to get the truth.
I'm so fucked.
Can't hide from me forever,
Just
Mac.
tell me what's going on. I don't think it's Mac. It's only chapter 2. It's only chapter 2. It can't be Mac.
Mac.
There's more to this.
Alex. Look, it's not a good time.
You owe me an explanation about what happened to Gabe.
Yeah, you owe me. I did you a favor. You owe me.
I'm really sorry he died. And I appreciate that you didn't out me to Riley the other night, but I can't talk to you.
Nope. That's not acceptable. I did you a favor, dude. I did you a solid. I get that you're afraid. Yeah, I'm an empath. I have to be empathic. That's the way that my power is. Work with my strengths.
I get it. He died on your shift and you're freaked, but you have to come clean.
Please. There's nothing I can tell you.
Mac,
Then why do you feel so
come
guilty? Other than the fact that he was on your shift.
He was my big brother.
I can't.
Something definitely has him scared. Maybe if I could tap into his fear, I could get to the truth. I just need to find something I could use to push him over the edge.
Everyone's out to get me. Alex, Ryan, even Riley. Fuck!
Even Riley? Did something happen with her?
Let's go talk to Riley. And I'm thinking this is going to have something to do with that other room that had presumably nothing of interest other than the yeehaw wheel. There she is.
If he's innocent, why is he acting like this?
Acting like what? Maybe I can get her to tell me. Maybe Riley knows something I can use against. Do you
Hello.
want to talk about Mac? Yeah, I get it. It's just... If he didn't do anything wrong, why is he acting like he has something to hide?
Yeah.
He asked me to leave Haven with him.
Oh, that's
Right
interesting.
after the wake. He wouldn't tell me why. But he just looked so guilty. I told him I had to think about it, but... Alex,
Running away is not the answer. Here.
I'm
Not for you,
scared
especially.
he did something horrible.
Well, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
Riley. Thank you for telling me.
You deserve the truth.
Thank you. Now Mac needs to open up.
I gotta run. There's some stuff I need to do.
Okay. We'll talk soon?
Yeah. Whenever you want.
Thank you all for your patience over the last few days. Things are still very up in the air, but we hope to return to regular business hours soon. Stay tuned. Thanks for the update. Excited to stock up. If you need someone to help out with Ethan or anything, let me know. Poor
Mac
Charlotte.
trying to skip town is sketchy as shit. I bet I could use that to stoke his fear.
Yeah. Nothing here of interest at the moment. Let's go talk to Mac. Talk to Mac. Talk to Mac. The main reason why I have that song stuck in my head is because of Ted Lasso. Great show, by the way. It's been getting a lot of Emmy nominations.
I should
Such a
make
good
sure
grade.
there's nothing else I want to do before I confront Mac.
Pretty sure I've got everything else. Yeah, point of no return. So let's do this. Anyway, the Baby Shark song isn't technically directly a part of Ted Lasso, but if you watch the show, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Fuck. Here we go.
Here we go.
What Riley told me might do it, but I should make sure there isn't anything I still want to do around town first.
I think we're good. If there is, it's alright. I'm ready. If there's
Okay,
something I missed, there's something
let's
I
do
missed.
this.
I'm not going back.
I got Riley to tell me about your plans to leave town. That's not something innocent people do.
God. It's not... I didn't do anything.
Then why do you want to leave town?
Fuck off! Leave me alone.
Hey. Me standing up for you before or doing you a favor has to count for something, Mac. Come back here, you coward. It better count for something. This better make this conversation a little bit easier. Everybody's looking at me. Yeah, everybody's looking at me like they're blaming me. This is very well done. They're all giving me the accusatory eyes. Everyone's looking at me like, Yeah. Everybody's watching me. Typhon's watching me. Leaf flowers.
Fuck. I'll deal with Mac when I get to him. For now, I need to learn everything I can.
Yeah. It's a
Typhon's always
conspiracy.
watching. They run this whole town.
Yeah. Typhon's basically Shinra.
Mac feels like everyone's staring at him.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I killed him. They all hate me.
Beloved citizen killed by loser? I don't think that's what the newspaper said, but I think that's what he thinks it says.
Alley.
Yeah, the alley with the wheel. Yeah, I love how it's not, I doubt that that's what the newspaper actually said, but it's what Mac is interpreting it as saying.
It's not fair. I didn't do anything wrong.
I don't think he did anything wrong either. Something else is amiss. But what would the motive be for Typhon?
It should have been you instead.
Oh, wow. That's how he
Alex?
feels. No, I got what I needed to get out of you, Riley. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just using you for my own purposes now. He wants to kill himself. Oh, Mac.
What the hell? There are people out there. I told you to call it off.
Yeah, no, we're not doing this. Mac, you're a sleazeball, but
I saw the way they looked at me at the wake.
you can't do that.
They all think I let him die.
I don't think you did. I don't believe you did. You're a sleazeball, but I don't believe you did this on purpose.
I know.
You need
why
to
you're
talk
lying.
to me. You made a mistake. You were jealous. Typhon is pressuring you. It was about revenge. No, it wasn't about revenge. I don't think you made a mistake. You were jealous. Typhon is pressuring you. I'll go blame it on
Typhon's
Typhon.
forcing you to deny the call.
What the fuck?
I know you tried to stop it. They fucked up, not you. Stop lying for them!
You don't get it. This wasn't some accident. I told them you were down there, and they detonated anyway.
There you go.
On
Thank you,
purpose?
Mac.
Why?
Thank you, Mac.
I don't know. I swear. And then I get a message telling me to deny there was ever a call.
There you go. Oh, I believe him. I believe him.
You gotta believe me.
Stupid Shinra core.
Gabe and I, we didn't get along, but I didn't want him dead. And now Typhon's watching me. My girlfriend, she thinks I'm a murderer. My neighbors all hate me. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
This is tough.
I think I can calm him down, but does he deserve it?
Yeah, he does. He does. He does deserve it. So here's the thing with Mac. Like, I 100% believe everything he says. And it's unfortunate. You know how everything you do, that's the whole premise of games like Life is Strange. Everything you do has consequences. And it might not be a direct consequence of something later on, but if things build up over time, then it can have a huge impact in your life later on. So for example, in Mac's case, if you have a history of being a total a-hole, if you have a history of being, jumping to conclusions, having poor anger management skills, and just in general, not really building a rapport with the town that says Mac would never do such a thing. Like that seems so unlike Mac. And the unfortunate thing is you're setting yourself up for bias, the wrong kind of bias later. So I'm not saying that this was his fault. What happened to Gabe was his fault. But I think the unfortunate thing is, in Mac's case, he wasn't doing himself any favors throughout his time here in this city. He wasn't doing himself any favors by making some of the poor choices, I think, that he was making. Now, I also understand that, he probably can't help his poor anger management skills. Some people just anger very easily, and we can get into a whole spiel about how that could be thing. Was it something that happened in his past? Was it something that happened with his family? Was there like a tragic experience that caused him to have poor anger management skills? Or was he just simply never naturally taught how to keep his temper in check? And there's so many things that at the end of the day is not necessarily his fault. It's just the way that life kind of tossed him around, and he just never managed to get those skills. And that's not from a poor decision making. That's not from poor decision making. That's just he can't help it. He can't help but lose his temper. So I can't fault him for that. This is why I say it's a tragedy, because it's not entirely his fault. But I think there are times when he does make some choices, like blatantly lying to Riley. Like, lying to Riley, I was not a fan of at all. Saying that Gabe started it, because that just gets you into a habit, and it just gets you into a spiral. It gets you into a pattern, a really bad pattern. And those patterns catch up with you. So that I can say was based on some poor decision making. That has nothing to do with his temper, an inability to control his temper and his rage. So I'm just saying that I always tell people that try not to shoot yourself in the foot. Set yourself up for success and happiness as much as you can. Because if you don't, then when something like this happens and it really wasn't your fault, and it really wasn't something that really we can really blame you for, or we shouldn't blame you for, by that point it's kind of too late, because now the entire village thinks that he was the one who killed Gabe. This is sort of why Ryan, although it's very easy to point the finger on Ryan for killing Gabe because he was the one who cut the rope, I feel like way more people suspect Mac as opposed to Ryan, because Ryan has sort of established this rapport. He's established, he made his bed, he gets to lie on. Ryan made his bed, Ryan gets to lie on a nice bed because he made a nice bed. Now, could Ryan, is that necessarily fair in the grand scheme of things? I mean, ultimately, when you're deciding whether or not someone is at fault or not, or guilty or not guilty, you ultimately do need to be as objective as possible and not let that bias you towards whether or not someone is guilty or not. However, there is something to be said about a person's history, like his character, what has observed to have been their character, and that can, when it's difficult to make a call because you don't have enough proof, and if you don't have enough proof, you don't have enough proof, at least in the American court system. But there is something to be said that the likelihood of someone doing something, or the likelihood of someone being capable of doing something, it's easier to make a call when you're looking at somebody's history behaviorally, or past decisions, things like that. So anyway, I'm going to calm Mac down. Let's calm him down. I'm not going to walk away. I don't want him to kill himself. Because as much as Mac didn't want to kill Gabe, I don't want Mac to kill himself, despite the fact that he's a sleazeball sometimes. But I think he's a sleazeball who needs help. He's a sleazeball who, not 100% it's his fault that he's a sleazeball. He really needs help to figure out some serious anger management skills.